What's up, and welcome back to Nap Time Builder. Well, we're starting off this video by going to pay some contractors and seeing how far we've gotten on the new property. I believe concrete is going in today for the slab for the house and for, I think, for the shop too. So we'll see when we get there. Well, the contractors are paid for the week. Now to head back to the house and work a little bit on the church truck. Ford f-350. And maybe throw a gas tank and a fuel sending unit and all that mess in it. Run some fuel line. Maybe even see if we can get her to fire up. That'd be nice. Alright, well, if you watched the last video, I was doing the flatbed. And there towards the end, I admitted that I had a little left to do. But I was running out of time to make that video. So I just went ahead and knocked that out. She's complete. She's good. I'm sure a professional could have done a lot better, but it's gonna be used for hay rides, parades, stuff like that. I feel like she looks real good for that. So we'll see about throwing a gas tank in and fuel sending unit and all that mess, see if we can get this thing going. Previous owner did say that they had the truck running off of a small jug of gas under the hood, so you know, shouldn't be too hard, hopefully, but my luck usually goes a different route, so let's see. All right, so here we go. I just pulled out the box. Brand new gas tank from Summit, sent from Auto Metal Direct. Gas cap also from Summit. The grommet from Summit. I had ordered the fuel sending unit from Summit as well, but it was on back order for like 2 or 3 weeks. So, and after that amount of time, they finally asked if I wanted to cancel my order. So I gladly said yes and just ordered one off Amazon. It was just cost a little bit more, but you know, I got it, so that's all that matters. So, dang, that's gonna be the best looking thing on the truck. It's gonna be hid behind the seat. Just playing. But, I guess we're about to see how this goes. Alright, well, let's see now if we can get that thing in here. Alright, well, it seems to fit in there pretty good. Let's check this out. There was no bolts left in the truck for the gas tank, so I'm just going to look through my random, you know, Folgers coffee mug full of random bolts and see if I can get some that'll fit in there like it's supposed to secure the tank down. I mean, there's no straps, so it's just the bolts through the holes. And I'll have to see about the bottom, see how secure it is with the top ones. I didn't even see any holes for the bottom, so we'll see how it goes. Look at her, looking good back there. Fits nice and tight, and I ain't even got no bolts in it yet, so I have to. Got that hose clamp soaking. She's old. All right, so the random bolt jar came through for me again. I got 3 bolts across the top there. Got a couple of wires hooked up here. I do need to figure out that fitting there for my fuel hose. And then that is the original rubber hose connecting the gas tank to the filler neck. It's in pretty rough shape, so I need to get a replacement and a couple hose clamps for that. I would hate to be putting gas in it and it's filling the cab, you know, so. This thing stunk enough when I got it. I don't need gas fumes too. But that's about it until I can figure out my hose, my fuel hose fitting there, and replace that rubber hose. And then after that, we can throw a battery on it and a hose back to the tank and see if she'll fire off.
One eternity later.
All right. It's been a few days. The videos have still been coming, but it's been a few days since I've been able to actually do anything. We've had a lot of family stuff going on, but here we are. And I just did some horse trading for a Ford 460 big block and a C6 transmission. Hopefully to go in a 71 Torino is the plans. Here they are. She's a little rough looking, need freshened up and everything. I still haven't showed y'all the Torino I'm talking about. Torino is one of the cars I ended up in the trade of me getting my dad's Firebird back going, so I'm planning on this going in that eventually, after a lot of cleanup and probably gas kit and checking out everything. That's it. All right, well, the noise you hear is my concrete guys over here cutting some relief joints in my shop pad. It's a sad day. Sad day. My buddy Justin talked me into getting rid of my Torino, and here he comes pulling up behind me. He won't want to be on camera, so I'll be shutting this off in a minute. See, I had just got a daggum 460 big block I was planning on doing some work to and putting in this right here, 71 Ford Torino. But my buddy Justin has been wanting it ever since I told him I was getting it. So. All right, and here we are finally back. I have a little bit of time to mess with today anyways. All right, so the other day, I was talking about this gas tank in this truck, and I got the fuel sending unit and everything in. It bolted in the truck, but all I had was, you know, fuel line wise. I had the fitting that come with the gas tank. If I can do this one-handed. I had this fitting that gas tank, and I had no idea what I was going to do with that. I stopped by a couple parts stores. Luckily, I got a buddy that manages AutoZone. He helped me out a little bit. I couldn't find a fitting or anything, or a I was looking for like a 90-degree fuel line fitting, but I didn't have anything big enough to go in that. So got some brake line, and this fitting actually fits on it. There's actually, it was a full piece, but I kind of bent it. But then I used my buddy Justin's brake line bender, but it was one full piece with a fitting on each end. I used my buddy's little bender there and slice and dice. See, this right here, I actually did this at the store using one of their little benders, because I'm a dummy and I ain't never messed with brake lines before. But that fits good in that. I'll do a little Teflon tape on that. But I did a little 90. We're gonna try to flare the end of this. And that way I can, that way my rubber hose has something to clamp onto. So let's see. All right, so I'm no professional, so she crazy looking. I can honestly say that's the first one I have ever tried to flare or anything. She look crooked, but honestly, it really just needs some kind of a flange. That way, I can put a hose clamp on it, and it doesn't just slip off. That's pretty much the only reason I did that. So she ought to work. See how this thing goes in now. All Tefloned up. The fitting in. If I'm being honest, I don't know exactly which way the original fuel line was ran on this truck. Because when I got the truck, there was no fuel line ran. I mean, the tank wasn't even behind the seat, so. All right, after looking through my random, not Folgers this time, Maxwell House, random Maxwell House jug. Got a couple clamps. See if we can, that one does fit on there. There's a hole right here in the floor. Thinking about just trying to run that hose up through there, at least for now, until we find something better. And shut it. Here is the hose from the fuel pump that previous owner was using in a jug to run it. So I need to get that off. So I got to get that off off the fuel pump. And then I got a bunch of hose here. I guess we're gonna try to finagle this hose back there. Hook up to the tank. And I'm still missing the rubber hose that connects the tank to the, well, my new rubber hose anyways. There's still a hose on there. But I ordered a new hose to connect the tank to the filler neck, because that one is rough shape. But it's on there. I'm just waiting for I think it was LMC trucks. Waiting for them. It's shipped. I just got a couple more days, I think. we're trying to do what we can because I'm running out of time on all these shipping times. So a lot of my videos here, like, I was running ahead on videos, but here lately, shipping times is I'm almost running behind. I've even started doing every 5 days instead of every 4 days on videos now, just mostly because of shipping times. So let's see if we can run this hose. Well, I got plenty of hose up here now. I'll probably just turn this fitting around this way but that hole down there, this hole down here that it goes through, I need to find some, I don't have rubber grommets or whatever, but I need to find like something to kind of insulate that way that rubber hose ain't rubbing on that all the time kind of deal. But it's ran along the frame rail and comes up right here. And I can cut her off around in here and hook her up right there and hook her up to the tank. And, you know, use some zip ties or something to secure it to the frame under there so it ain't moving around, flipping and flopping. All right, looks crazy, but you know, that's connected. Excuse me. Turn around behind here. Down here. Like I said, I need to figure out something around that hole there. Still got all this extra I need to cut off. Figure out exactly where I want it. Right around in here, probably, then just cut her over. See here. It's so hard doing some of this stuff one-handed. All right, let's see if I can stay there. Hopefully. I'm gonna have to have a bigger one. All right, so gas tank's hooked up. You know, I did a little, that hole I was talking about, that hose going through right there. I just wrapped her in some electrical tape for now until I figure out a better way of insulating that hole there so it don't rub. So for now, that's fine. Ain't like it's doing road trips or nothing. Tank's hooked up in the engine bay to the fuel pump there. I have not secured it to the frame rails yet. You know, zip ties. Like I said I was going to yet. Because I hooked up my jump box to my battery leads over there. There's nothing. No kind of power. And I was like, you know, like, dang, this ought to be getting something. Check all this wiring out. That battery cable looks amazing. Oh man. That one, like brand new, right? Oh, this one, look, just twisted together here. I got, what is that? This thing got 2 starter relays. One of them just got left on while the other, or left on the fender while the others over here hooked up. It's crazy. Well, got random wires unhooked. All these just twisted up. This is, you can about hang clothes on that one. It's so tight across the wire stretched over the engine bay. I mean, it's just lovely, just lovely. But that's not all, folks. That's not all. Look up under here. Look at this kid. What in the world's going on? And that big old bundle just twisted. Focus, focus. There we go. And all that mess. So I'm gonna give it the benefit of doubt. Maybe my jump box was just too dead, right? So I'm gonna hook the jumper cables up to it right quick and see if I can get any power. And if I don't, then I guess that engine wiring harness that I bought for my Jeep over there will end up being for the old farm truck. Alright, we got the old Lincoln over here hooked up. We're about to hook up these and hope we don't burn something down, basically. Smelling nothing yet. Not a thing. Uh-oh. It does want to. All right, so as you can see, she wants to turn over. She wants to turn over. It's very, very slow turning over right now. You know, I need check fluids, all that. I kind of just wanted to see if it would do anything. That's the first time that I've put power to it. But if you didn't notice, maybe you did. Uh-oh. Maybe you did, but when I was in here and turning it over on the key, she was turning over out there like she's supposed to, but then I stopped. I turned it back. That click was me turning the key back off, and she kept wanting to turn over, so I only got a little worried. So, but I kind of don't feel all that comfortable with going too much further without attempting to clean up this wiring, because my lug could end up catching on fire or something. I mean, there's everything's hand twisted together, there's nothing over, like not even electrical tape over it. Some stuff not even hooked up. Like I said, I had bought a wiring harness for my Jeep project back there. It's just a little universal. So, see no reason why it wouldn't be a good fit for this as well. But hey, we got the tank in, you know, fuel sending unit, all that. I am still waiting on that little short piece of rubber hose to connect the fuel filler neck to the gas tank. I have the old one on there now, so nothing gets in, but I am waiting on that. It'll be here in a couple days. But we got that. Ran fuel line. Thanks to my buddy Jesse at the parts store, helping me figure out something to do about that fuel line back there, or hooking that fuel line up. And thanks to my buddy Justin, Jesse's brother, for letting me use the brake line tools. I believe that's gonna be it for this video though, because I can't really go no further at the moment. So next on this truck, I hate to say it, but we might have to look into some wiring or something. And God, I left a bad taste in my mouth. I don't really want to mess with wiring. Hey, I got any buddies out there that's good with wiring? How much you charge me? How much you charge me to rewire this truck or this universal wire harness? Just kidding. Maybe, unless the price is right. But that's gonna be it for this video. Really appreciate all 95 subscribers. Hey, we're slowly getting there. For too long, we'll be triple digits, okay? But I really appreciate it. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, because it's up there. But that's gonna be it for this video.